Okay, everybody, I don't think I've done this one before. This is going to be another bench top dump of some micarta handles that are some of my favorites, and these are mid-range price knives. That's what I wanted to do, is something affordable. I'm carrying this today. This is the HX Outdoors Ranger. Okay, we'll get into it in the overhead video, and I'm getting more into this today. Absolutely love it. That's micarta. Really nice. But anyway, I picked up some mid-range. They're not necessarily large, but they're different sizes of knives with micarta scales. So let's take a look at it. Okay, like I said, it's a dump here. So I'll be taking them out of their sheaths, move the sheaths out of the way, and hopefully I can get everything in a picture. I'll set these off to the side right there. But I'm just going to go through them. I might not necessarily mention the steel or whatever. I will mention the company. And therefore, if you see one you like, go to any website with the knife brand, the knife name, and check it out. Check out the specs on it and the price, because the prices have changed since I got them. And since I'm holding this one, I carry this. This is in my rotation. I don't mention this enough. Look at that leather. You can carry this on the horizontal or belt loop. This is one of my favorite micarta handles, and it's by Condor, El Salvador. You can see where I've used it quite a bit. Just everyday task. I carried this at work. I love the micarta and the paracord. See how it's recessed in there? I didn't think it would work. I thought that would come unravel, but I've used this enough and have gotten it wet and nothing's happened to it. So that's the Condor. And I want to say it's the Intent. That's the name of it. Mountaineer Intent, I believe. So let me set that right here. I eventually won't have the sheaths in the way. Let me get this one out of the way. So I'm wearing this one. This is the Ranger D-223 by HX Outdoors. Check out that micarta. This one I like. I didn't think I would, but see how it's rounded off. Don't expect to take a ferro rod to this, because it's all rounded edges. Now, if you wanted this out in the as your survival knife, it will work. And if you got worst to worst, if you don't have a Bic lighter, just strike the blade right there, the edge of the blade. Yeah, you might do a little scratch, a little nick on the blade. Hopefully not on a ferro rod, probably not. And you still got the rest of the blade, and you got a fire going. Okay, that's a cool sheath too. I'm gonna put that off the side because that's what I'm carrying. Budget friendly, Swiss Tech. This is a Walmart exclusive. You go to Swiss, even if you went to Swiss Tech website, if you click on the knives, you see where I've done the ferro rod right there. And then you click on a knife you like. This is one of my favorite Swiss Techs. It's D2 Steel Craft TIG. Okay. You click on the knife, it takes you right to Walmart website. So if they don't have them in your store, you can get them on the Walmart site. It's full tang. Check out that micarta. Absolutely love it. Budget friendly. Mid-range anyway. Okay, this might be up there like $100 mark, but I had to show it. It was in the same drawer as these. I don't know why. I had my bucks all together, I thought. But this is the buck Compadre, 104 Compadre. Now this one, when I first got it, they had epoxied it, and y'all haven't seen my one special, 119 special and the 120 general. I did the same thing. Don't worry. What it is, they had done so much like epoxy on it, it was still slick. So I took a little bit of sandpaper and just lightly sanded this until it got that slick off. But check that out, isn't that beautiful? I love it like this. And when it gets wet, it's even better. Okay, that's the compadre. Now, that's probably, I'm fixing to show you nice, that's probably my most expensive one out here. Set the sheath out of the way. Okay, here's one, very budget friendly. And y'all probably recognize this. It's the Beg Letter by Kaiser. Check out that Micarta. Now Kaiser, all the knives I have from Kaiser, I could actually do a Kaiser bench top dump. Their knives are excellent, and the Micarta is so consistent. D2 steel. Yep, I've used it. I actually thrown this too. Feels great in the hand. This one I showed a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it? It's one of my favorites. This is getting close to 100 maybe. No, I think it's mid-range. But this is the CDS I can't even, Exarchia. That's what it was. Exarchia. That's that MOVA 58 steel. But we're talking about Micarta. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? They did the scallops. It's got they made a large version. And I showed that last week or the week before. Absolutely beautiful. I've used this. I love the sheath. Horizontal, belt loop, and a ferro rod. Made in Spain, folks. Okay. So these two have been the most expensive so far. Here's the Kaiser, I believe. Yep. This is the deckhand. I've used it very little. You can see right there as opening boxes. There you go. I took it to work, and that basically that shaped blade was pretty cool. There you go. But check out that Micarta. Like I said, Kaiser is so consistent. See there? Just, they do a great job. This, guys, is a great everyday carry. Really is. Razor sharp too. And again, this is the deckhand by Kaiser. Brother, this is the F006. There you go, 440C stainless steel. Check out that Micarta. This is mid-range. Brother makes fantastic knives, and they do a great job on that Micarta. I love this one because it looks like I did it. This is how it comes. I looked at that and I said I had to have it. It already looks like it's worn, doesn't it? I believe they call that the black Micarta, and that's what you get right there. Excellent job. Okay, QSP. Is that cool? This is the Canary fixed blade knife. Don't let the holes through here fool you that it's weakened it. It hasn't. This is a strong knife, excellent knife, sharp, fun to throw. I only threw it a few times, but check out that blade. I believe it's what is it? CR8 MO2VSI still. Really nice Micarta. I would say it's mid-range. And this is leading me, I'm gonna have another video today if you wanna check it out, on QSP knives. They're not all Micarta, but I got several. This will remind you of it. Okay, so that's the Canary. This one was budget friendly, but it's collectible. All right, there's the sheath. Here you go. Check out that Micarta. I love the way they did the angle. The scallops right there. I love the Micarta itself. I've thrown this quite a bit until I found out it's kind of a collector's item. So Death Waits in the Dark, United Cutlery. And this is the SOA, I believe. I can't remember. I know it's not available anymore. You might be able to find it on eBay. That's United Cutlery Special Operations something. Beautiful. Wish I had more to tell you on that, but I don't right now. So as far as expensive, that becomes probably the most expensive just because it's not made anymore. It's a collector's item. Make sure I keep all these in the picture. Okay, here's one. You won't recognize the sheath because I customized it. Okay, but yeah, this is my #1 micarta of all my knives. And this is the off-grid X tracker. Excuse me. And I probably said that wrong. This is the first version. I know they came out with some upgraded ones. This is when they first released it. I actually had this on the waiting list. They notified me by email. Look how thick that is. It's D2 steel. It's a stone wash, but look at the snakeskin micarta. And y'all heard me say this before on this. This is my all-time favorite micarta pattern right here. Micarta scales of any brand that I own. Right here. And I would love to do my own custom knives like I've been doing and use that material right there. I'd probably be hooked on it, just do them all with it. I would do all of them in this. It even has that, it's raised up, guys. It's just fantastic. Not only you got the micarta, but you got that little raised texture. Yeah, I'm showing that one. Okay, that's off-grid tracker. Okay, and now you know I had to do it. This is the Grunt 2. This is the second one in the series of 13, the second one ever made. I have to make sheaths for the ones I make. This is custom. I do it by using knife blanks. This happens to be a 1066 high carbon steel. Really nice and sharp. It came out really well. This is the micarta I used on it. In fact, I use this on a couple other knives. Now, you know, I got all those custom BPS knives and everything, but what this is, except for the ones I'm showing you, these are ones you can buy. The ones that, like BPS knives I customize, those are my custom scales I put on them. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, like this. That's not for sale right here. This is, I'm in a learning process of customizing knives. And that's the Grunt 2 custom knife. If you're wondering, when I do my custom knives, when you figure the leather, the materials, the hardware, the blank, the micarta, the leather, everything, the dye, the hardware here, just the whole works, it runs me about $60 to $70. Yep, just depends on the quality of the blank, and depends on the scales, the slab micarta that I get. I can buy micarta for $12, or I can buy it for $30. This right here was a $30 slab, and so was this. So you add that to the blank and everything. But this is the Scout 4. And I had a lot of compliments on this. I did the jipping up here. Got the jipping back here, exposed the black back. And there's my micarta. I think that came out really cool, the color and everything. And like I said, I'm a rookie. This is D2 steel. So that was a good blank. So that's there's the sheath for it. That one came out pretty nice. There's my stamp. Same on this one. This is the smaller one. I have 2 stamps. I was experimenting. Okay, those are the my customs. That's the dump for today. These are micarta handles, fixed blade knives that are a mid-range affordable. These are my favorite, some of my favorite that I love to just handle. Hope y'all enjoy.